Yo, what is up, everybody? Cameron Foos here with FoosAlerts.com. It is September 22nd. It is in the evening, about 7:05 p.m. out here in San Diego. Just want to go over the trades from earlier today, mainly TKAI. This has been a stock that's been on the watch list. We've traded a few times, and we've been looking for this breakout, which is what we call a revival pattern. This is something that I teach and have taught for the last decade of one of the Foos for breakout patterns. It's basically a stock that's in what I call a revival because it means that the lead-in trend leading into the breakout area is actually a bearish trend. It is now finally reviving itself. So look at the actual daily chart here on TKAI. It finally started basing out. As you can see, we got once that base usually starts forming, you see a big increase in volume. That's exactly what we see here on TKAI. Pharmaceuticals, obviously, some kind of news came out here. If you watched my previous video from earlier last week about the risks of day trading biotechs, and usually what happens is some sort of news comes out and you run the risk of seeing a stock make a huge gap down, and that's exactly what happened on TKAI. But there's also buying opportunities once these things form a base and form up a breakout pattern. That's exactly what we saw today on TKAI, and that's what I was waiting for. So this actually formed an F1 breakout pattern on the intraday chart, and I actually alerted right here at 140. This opened up, actually failed in F1 this morning. Right here at about 137, came back down, went into the red territory, but this came back up, and all of a sudden there's, a decent looking wall. I watch level 2 all day, every day, so you have to watch the supply and demand of these stocks around those resistance levels, and if you see those offers being taken out in an area where you're looking to potentially buy, that's what you got to look for when you're trying to get on board for those breakouts over those resistance areas, and that's exactly what I did today. I missed. I wanted to get at 138, but I bought in a little late at 140 here for 15,000 shares. But that's just, on the intraday daily chart. It was running a risk because the actual liquidity and volume of the stock is very low. As you can see, this thing dropped, 137 to 131 on very low volume earlier this morning. So if there's no bids, if it doesn't actually catch some momentum on this stock, you run the risk of some low volume washouts where you won't even be able to sell your shares, especially if you're trading a little bit larger size like I was of 15,000 shares on TKAI. But if these breakouts do work, you come out on top with a nice big fat profit like I did today. I locked in about 2,200 on my realized gain because I sold half here. If we keep moving forward, I bought it at 140 and I sold, continued holding, and I sold half up here in the 170s. Sorry, my stupid mouse is giving me problems and glitching everywhere. At about 173, 174, I locked in 7,500 of those shares, just making sure I got some profit. We were moving in towards the close. We had an epic run during the day, but I still think that this has potential to squeeze up to upwards of $2 per share. This is just day one of this actual breakout pattern, so I still think there's definitely upside to TKAI. We'll see what happens. I still am long 7,500 shares to go forward. I would, sell if we got up towards 2, but who knows how much higher. There's a lot of gap filling area to be going on here on TKAI. So we'll see what happens. This is day one of the breakout. Typically, if these patterns do work out, there's a lot more moves to be made than just that one day of the breakout. So that was TKAI. There's still a lot more to be said to this story. Still very early again, just day one. The other stock that I'm in is GoPro. This thing, this is also in a revival pattern breakout. If you've been following GoPro since the IPO, it's been nothing but a crapshoot and totally crapped out. But same thing here. This thing has been in a long-term downtrend, finally starting to base out. We see some decent volume as of late, and that's all because of the new Karma drone that has just released, as well as the handheld gimbal. It's actually a revolutionary product that they just created. I've been a big fan of DJI as of late, as far as for doing a lot of my traveling YouTube videos for my drone. I also have a DJI Osmo. I have the Phantom 4 drone, and I really haven't been happy with the GoPros. The GoPros are very, very shaky. If you got it on a stick and you're trying to do anything, it's terrible video. The quality's okay, but it's very shaky. I'm not a fan of GoPro at the moment, or prior to the Karma's release, but I do think that that Karma that they just released is a game changer in the industry. It's very priced very competitive at $799 for the drone. Is very compact. I'm actually going to be selling all my DJI products and moving back into GoPro. And I got 1,000 shares at $14 2 days ago. I saw an opportunity here on this dip down to about $14. I added a little bit at $14.27, and then I added twice again under $14. Perfect bounce right off the 13 EMA. What you learned in Foos 4, the original DVD, as well as Foos 4 Part 2, is how important and significant the 13 EMA is on both the daily and intraday charts as well. This is also in a Foos 4 breakout pattern to the upside on the daily chart, which we call a revival. So I think GoPro is on the verge of a reversal in this trend. I think this could go up to $20 to $30 in the next several months. You know, I don't know how long that's going to take, but I do think this new product is going to completely turn around their profits and revenues and really step them back into the game and the industry and compete with products like DJI, the Phantom, the DJI Osmo, and all these new gimbals that they have coming out, as well as the new GoPro 5 has an image stabilizer in it. The old ones, the Hero 4, I just bought a Hero 4, and I was just in Hawaii and used it because I was swimming with sharks out there. I went and free dove with sharks in Hawaii, and I had my GoPro out, and the video is so shaky, it's terrible. I would much rather use my iPhone to make videos than use a GoPro, because the iPhone is actually an amazing video camera to use for making videos. I made a lot of videos on my iPhone, but I think the new product line of GoPro is a game changer, and I definitely think that this thing is going up from here. All right, guys, just want to show you my screenshot from today's trades. You can see that I'm up $5,137. That's on TKAI as well as GoPro. This is actually the TKAI chart from today, and I'm up about $1,942 on GoPro. So I definitely think that there's more upside to both these stocks. So I continue to hold these positions as of right now. I still have 7,500 shares of TKAI from 140. I have 1,000 shares of GoPro at 1412. But as always, you know, anything can happen in the stock market. These could easily come back, and I will manage the risk and control my emotions and cut those losses short or lock in my profits. As I always say, trading stocks is not about picking stocks. It's about managing risk and controlling emotions. Anyways, guys, if you want to learn more about what we do on a day-to-day basis as day traders, head to fooslords.com or check out the links below. We offer several different trading programs with the Foos 4 training system, from our 15-hour online training course to the brand new Foos 4 Academy, which is a 40-hour mentorship program, which is a little bit more in-depth and advanced experience. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video lesson. Foos Lords is out.